Hello, hello, my friends. AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink. Welcome back to my base and my card making space and my unboxing and card making of the Simon Says Stamp July 2024 card kit. Disclaimer, reminder, I design with Simon Says Stamps, so the kits are sent to me. I don't have to do these unboxings, anything like that. They're just fun. I like doing them. And yeah, gonna unbox the kit. We'll see what's in it, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna make, and I'll share that as well. And as always, I will have links to the kit, to things that are available individually, all the options, etc. That will all be in the description box below the video. My links are affiliate links. That just means that if you click on one of my links, end up placing an order, I get a little kickback from that at no extra cost to you. That's what helps pay the bills. So let's do this and see what is in this kit. So we've got one of Simon's little mesh bags, which are always just super cute, super handy. Love these. These will hold the whole contents of the kit and then some. And then, make sure I got everything out of there. I think I did. Candy, as always appreciated. So yeah, this is the Sunny Smiles kit. And we've got some little acetate pieces. Don't want to lose anything here. Ooh, we get colorblind cardstock. There's so many good things. So first off, we have the stamp set, and it's the Sunny Smiles 6x8 stamp set. Really cute. Really cute. This is fun. There are wafer dies. They are separate. They're not in... You do get a die set, but there's coordinating wafer dies for this. I'll have a link for those in the description box below. So there's a stamp set. And then, yeah, you got the You Brighten My Day word and outline wafer die. Goes together quite nicely. And then acetate... I think you just get the one. Yes, the Happy Day acetate foil transfer card. Now these, there we go. These are printed onto like heat safe acetate with a toner ink, so you can hot foil these. So you can run these through, and it comes with a pack of foil. So you can run this through a Mink, or if you have a laminator, the heat setting, run it through, and all the toner printed area will foil. I've shown it in other videos, so you get that to like play around with and experiment. And Simon has a bunch of like acetate packs with different images and sentiments and things printed that you can foil, as well as tons of like printable like cardstock that's also printed with different options that you can foil. Like there's a lot of options. So you get that. And then I love their rainbow. This is the rainbow. It's always hard to show on camera because the like reflection is so bad. But yeah, you get a big pack of the rainbow holographic cardstock. This is, I think, is this Nina? Yes, Nina Solar White, 110 pound. Always good for like card bases. So there's that. And then there's a pack of the Color Blend Cardstock Assortment. These are also like fun. And they're glossy. These would also probably hot foil. Totally different type of foiling. Let's make things complicated, Amy. But yeah, like if you've got like the Glimmer hot foil machine and hot foil plates, that sort of a thing, this type of cardstock foils really, really nicely with that because of its like super smooth glossy finish. So yeah, and they've got like a nice little ombre gradient on all of these. Fun. Like, love it. Love it. So you get that. You also get a 3D embossing folder. This is the Star Lattice embossing folder. I really like that. I have a couple ideas. I have an idea for some simple cards. We could emboss, because this stuff also embosses really nice. We're going to emboss these and then add die cut sentiments. That would work. There's the little embellishments. These are really cute. These are the Craft Consortium Let Spring Begin little enamel flowers. They're really cute. They're dimensional. Yeah, see? They've got some dimension to them. Those are really cute. I'm going to hoard those. You just know it. You just know it. Also, like on the holographic, you get one of Simon's holographic envelopes. These are trippy. I love them. Love them. So you get that. Get some bling, some more bling. This is the, there's probably a name for it. Mermaid tail embellishment mix. Also just fabulous. There was also, I missed it, but it's in here. You get a clear bag, which doesn't seem like anything. You can use these for flat shakers. I've done a couple in recent videos. Again, I have an entire playlist. If I remember, I'll post that in the end screen. I have a playlist with flat shakers. I've done dozens of videos over the years making them because they're so fun. And yeah, these are perfect for that. You could technically get 4 flat shakers out of this because you can cut it in half and then you separate it. Yeah. There's also foam strips, the Simon foam strips. You get a pack of those as well in here, which also you can use for shakers. Love. So yeah, there's a lot to play with here and so many ideas. But with the magic of video editing, I'm going to be able to splice this and we'll go right into making some cards. So I went through with my plan when I unboxed this kit to use the 3D embossing folder over a couple of the color blend panels, and I lightly misted the back of the cardstock with water. This just softens the paper fibers a bit to prevent cracking and whatnot. And I've got the graphic on the screen. This is the sandwich that works for me and my Anna Griffin EMPRESS embossing machine with Simon Says Stamp's 3D embossing folder, which is just one cutting plate and the folder. Works a treat. So light mist of water, get the cardstock into the folder, and then run it through my die cut machine. And I really like this embossing folder. It's one of those like just very simple patterns that kind of will work with anything. Plus, it's not super how do I want to start? Like deep, like some of the 3D embossing folders, they go deep, and it creates a lot of very raised and lowered edges. Even those, though, would probably work for a flat shaker. But I think that this pattern was just nice. It gives it a pattern, but it's not going to kind of get in the way or make it difficult to add the acetate. Again, just my opinion. A person could totally experiment, though. Really, why not? So I used the little clear packaging that comes in the kit. And like I said in the intro, I will link at the end of this video. I'll put my playlist of flat shakers because I've done many in all sorts of ways, using all sorts of different products and materials and things to make shakers. They're fun. I'll never not love a basic shaker. That's the big difference is flat shakers. You don't have as much real estate, for things to really move around, obviously, because they're flat. But that does make them a lot easier to mail. And they're just fun. So after I trim down the packaging, you flip the panel over, and then I'm using Simon's TEAR RIFIC tape to adhere the packaging to the edges, and you seal up 3 sides. You got to leave one side open so we can add the shaker bits. And I used the mermaid tail mix that comes in the kit and just poured some of that in there. However much, it's just up to whoever's making it. How much do you want to add? I always go a little heavy-handed because why not? So poured some of that in and then flip it over, seal up that last side so that everything is contained and can't go anywhere. And then I always take my scissors and trim off because the little corners they kind of fold up, they stick out. Sometimes they'll even stick out past the edge. I just trim those off with my scissors so that it keeps everything a little neater from the front, because all of this obviously is going to get adhered to the card base and like sealed in, sealed down. We're good to go. And then I use the You Brighten My Day wafer die that comes in the kit, and I die cut it from a couple more of those color blend panels, and then I die cut extra layers from just white cardstock, and I also die cut the outline from white cardstock, and I'm going to adhere all of these together to give it dimension. Dimension is life, as the great Laura Basson always tells us. She's 100% right. Her sing song when she sings it like just plays in the back of my head every time I say dimension is life. I'm hearing that in my head. So welcome to the chaos. Anyway, got those adhered together, and then I'm going to stick them to the outline. So love it. Love it. I like these. I really like these color blend panels because they're just, it's like the perfect, especially if you struggle with creating like ombre blends, but it's like ombre blends with the addition of, you know, a bit of like a semi-gloss finish. So that's just, it's just extra and I like it. So the insides of the cards. My card bases are top folding A2 white note cards. And I used the stamp set for the inside of the cards and decided I'd stamp this sunshine image, the outline, the frame, sunshine frame. There we go. Stamp that with Simon's Zest Positively Saturated ink. And then there's, you know, several phrases, individual words, etc. And I was pretty sure that this was designed so you could fit it inside this frame. And I was like, yep, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to stamp it in all sorts of colors to kind of mimic the colors of the panels I used, as well as the bling. I was like, let's bring it all in here. Let's bring like a rainbow of colors in. So I stamped the first word with Sweets Positively Saturated ink. And I'm using my Misty for all of this, which just makes it easier because if you're doing multiples, then everything's already, you know, lined up. And then the second word I stamped with Iris. And then I'm going to line up the third letter. I kept making sure. I was like, okay, I can fit everything in here. This is going to work. There we go. So then the third one I'm going to stamp with Perfection. And then remove the card base, stick in the second one, same thing. And then the final Sunshine, I decided to stamp these all in just in one color, you know. And these I'm going to stamp with Grapefruit ink. So got those lined up, stamped it on the second one, and then the inside of my cards are also complete. So then to adhere the shaker panels to the card bases, I put the Tear Rific tape around the borders on top of that acetate. Just a little extra insurance to make sure everything stays sealed and adhered. And then I just put a good scribble of craft tacky glue down the center of the panel. Again, it's kind of redundant. It's pretty much not necessary because the Tear Rific tape is literally not going anywhere, but habits, you know, old habits die hard. So adhere the panels to the card fronts. And then to adhere the sentiments to the panels, I use the Tear Rific tape again. I prefer that over liquid adhesive because liquid adhesive, I've talked about this when I do flat shaker cards. I'm not a fan of liquid adhesive on acetate. It's just, I'll use it if I have to, you know, if it's just the most convenient thing, especially for like say finicky sentiments, like really fine things, etc. But for anything like this, good dry adhesive like Tear Rific tape, score tape, etc. That's the way to go. And then I did use some of this little bling that came in the kit that I said I was going to hoard. And then I reminded myself, you know, that like I've been telling you guys, like use your things. So I did. And I like, because these really go well with that embossing folder. So I stuck a few of those to the cards and that finished them off. And then I've got these just fun, really simple little flat shakers that they do shake, you know, and they're blingy and shiny and they have texture to them and ombre, you know, they were easy to make, but there's a lot going on, which is really, really fun. So like I mentioned during the unboxing in the beginning, I will have links to all the things in the description box below the video. So if you expand that, it'll all be there for you to check out if you're interested. Thank you all so very much for taking the time to watch my videos, for thumbs upping, commenting. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you. And I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Bye.